This is a special birthday song for that Jonathan. We say happy birthday to you. Enjoy your new age. The graduate daughter. Not forgetting Shannon Taylor for Chicken Air. You want to remember her late daughter, General Wagner Taylor. Rest well. Not forgetting Baratuni, Patu, Justina So, in Taxi, Mother Teresa, Lena So, in Rhode Island. Yeah, I travel. Everyone do a birthday, everyone listen, come here. I say, oh, that you. I say, oh, I do this. Wow, that you. Until Orito So in Rhode Island. I said, no, my. And then Helena, what? Rhode Island. Uncle Tommy So in Liberia. But yeah, the let Uncle Stella So. That's young. Says Andy in Rhode Island. Anita Zian, Minnesota. Abojito, Donata, where I give up, or as if I say, oh, my person looking, he just said, oh, no, I beat Daniela, not running underwear. He just said, get it. I'm behind the door. When I go. Alfonso Sola, you go. Many times of Mr. Alfonso So in the US. And now Alfonso So, they put you up waking. I tell you, what's your boy, young can you? Congratulations to that job. Jawali Jonathan. Well, it is a birthday. Not forgetting the cousins of the celebrant. Anita Zian in Minnesota. Director, Minnesota. Uncle Jared So. All right. Good evening, folks. We want to welcome our viewers and listeners across the globe. This is the Diaspora Informative News Magazine. I am your host. That is the lead host right here on this network. I'm Alfonso Z, and so right here behind the microphone. And we say good evening and welcome to all of our folks into radio land, television land, whatever land you are. We say good evening. It's the midweek, Wednesday. We say thank you for your commitment. Harrison, good to have you here. Fifi Emily Johnson, is this your first time on this network? If so, you are wholeheartedly welcome. We throw in a red carpet for you this Wednesday, and trust me, tomorrow just go to one car dealership. You're gonna get a brand new car, no credit check, nothing. There'll be 2 free months, no payment, everything, the insurance, everything gonna be on there. Take it from my word. We say welcome, and a man Jay Henna is in the house. We say good evening. We want to welcome you. We say thank you so much for all what you do, your patience, your tolerance, and the level of taba some of the analysts on this network. It's just unbelievable. By your courage, your convictions, and for the good of the country, you are so much consistent to be here. That's part of our disagreement. But as we always say, tolerance, civility is much more of important. That's the key, and that is why the civilized people call conference, roundtable discussions. I don't care how they agree and disagree, they sit around the table and they argue their point in a civilized way. They don't throw, so yes, sometimes you get tense table and think people shake table. That's okay. But bottom line is set. They listen to you, they listen to me, they listen to them, and everybody. And ultimately, at the end of the day, they agree on something. And that's how it should be. And that's what we expect our country to be. And that's why we want to call on our viewers and listeners to be able to learn to other people their ears. Don't say A and draw a red line, say no, that's auto A. No. Probably you are not convinced me enough. You are not convinced the other side enough. Until we can exhibit that high sense of tolerance and understand what other people coming from in terms of how they see, how they review, how they comprehend, and that's the problem. We will continue to have these critical discussions. It's not going to end. We're not going to agree. We are all from diverse background, culture, different beliefs. We have one thing in common is the English. We can even speak it correct. Some of them upside down, everything, but we're getting there. We will learn it by force. So the language is a borrowed language. So when the verb and this one, I agree, let's understand it. Let's have a conversation. Tell me now, let's be crying. You see how you can't even make it out with me. We want to thank you so much for being here and all what you do for our country. Again, our man is Momalu is in the house. Good to have you, Mose. Bidel is here as well. We said, good to have you here. Breakable. He's here to break some things. One of the reactions. I don't know why they can't tell us where is President George Weah. He is former president. Let me make it that way. He's a statement, so we must have full asset, and that's part of the problem. Let me bring in Moses here. We got a lot to talk about here. This is All Things Considered right here on the Diaspora Informative News Magazine. Today is Wednesday. The Liberal is back with his Tabata, right? And it looks like you are being initiated in a Tabata too, Moses.
Good evening, Mr. So. Good evening to
the guy. The man say he need fire breaker now.
Okay.
So this is the problem that we have. From now he gone to breaker.
He gone to
he had denounced his origin. He had denounced his ethnic background. He turned to fire breaker. Now me say it. He said he authored it came from. I didn't put finger in his throat. That's how bad it is, and that's how far we are gone. But we understand. Everybody want to hang out with the executive. I must say here, when the Omer called me Jenna, I pack my law and go as a LPR, the APR. You'll take it and go. You'll take it and go. Okay, Morris, good to have you here. Good evening. To welcome as usual. Today is maybe Wednesday. How is Delaware area doing there?
Well, Delaware is doing great. Thank you. And thanks to our listening audience out there for coming in again. We hope we can make this conversation interesting for you. And we hope that at the end of the conversation, you take something out of it. If it's one word, then that's fine, and take it. And our effort here is to make today better than yesterday. And that's the new thing for me. Every day, I'm going to make that present day better than the day before. And that's what we're going to strive. I'm going to be striving to do. So I hope you join me in doing that. It has to be. So thank you, Mr. Saw, for the show again. And one thing, let me ask you a question.
Hold on. You see, this is how you can cross your rail line, and that's how majority black and minority. I just gave you a floor to introduce your. Say we even feeling that you want tend to be the one to be the what.
No, I
I
don't want to be the moderator. I don't want to. I would not take a job for you, boss man. I would not take.
okay. Request deny. Let's
Oh,
make
okay.
progress.
All right, let's move forward.
Yeah,
One
that
thing
request.
you,
It's under revision, not deny, but it's under revision. And you know when something is under revision now, then it can take 1 year.
it can come
It
up.
can take 1 year. It can take 2 years. You will go to it.
That's fine. That's fine.
What's the question? Let's see what happens. We don't have anything to hide.
Yeah, whatever it comes, then I will honor it.
Oh, don't be intimidated. That why this is what I enjoy doing. When I'm doing it, I try to put you in your share because when a liberal, when I turn it around like that, then he balances himself quick. Good to have you here. Mr. Wisa is in the house. Diaspora Liberians, diaspora community. Good evening. Good to have you. We always enjoy your company here, your tweets, your comments, and all of you guys. Look, we are liable to be critiqued as well. You don't mind these folks.
Correct.
All of these guys, they get side to take. The back one side today, the next day the backtrack. Some of them changing their names now because they want to hang out. But that's okay. Everyone needs a job. That's what I have a problem with most is when people say, "Oh, I don't need job." If you don't need job, how are you going to survive? It's not a matter of your authenticity, your honesty you take to the job. That's what matters for me.
Right. Correct.
Everybody wants. Why you think people want a federal job here? It's
Yeah.
an honor to work for your country.
Absolutely.
But it's your sincerity, the loyalty to your country, then even the individual who hire you, it is what matters.
And
And
your
that's why we don't consider the benefits that comes with it. That's why we're seeking for good job. I'm doing the thing here. I talking for the library. Nobody talking for me. How many people talking for you? All the people that have been talking for, do they call them back?
no.
People were paying money here. They want going to Liberia. We need security. As if people, this is crazy. And some of them are they complaining. Oh, the one we gave this one to, they're not even calling it. Yeah, because you're.
You
Oh
see,
God.
so I'm a believer that if you love what you do for work, you never work a day in your life. If you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. And I think it's your responsibility to work so that you can make a difference. And that's why I say, today should always be better than yesterday.
Today should
But
always be better than yesterday.
yeah,
That's a good.
every
That's a
time
good one.
because it's always good to say,
You
listen,
try you try as much as possible to emulate to follow the lead of the independence. You're trying to do that, which is understandable, and we'll get there. We'll make your we're big technically. Well, not technically. I don't want to jump ahead of the shadow here, because the good thing people made their declaration. I've ever asked you who you are, what you represent, which party, what is your. Have I asked you that question before?
no, you haven't,
You want to take a shot of that today, not only before me, but before our viewers, who you are,
well,
what you
of course,
represent. I don't want people to guess, and this is why I ask people, this
that-
guy, this person, this. I don't want people to be apprehensive of our analysts who want to go straight to the point. Which party or where your support lies?
what I stand for equality, equal justice, and I can tell you, and that is rooted from my upbringing in Buza Quarter. Growing up in Buza Quarter, knowing I was born at maternity center, grew up in Buza Quarter, Painesville, Ghana's all over Monrovia, went and lived in the interior for a while. And I learned a lot of things from my country. Coming here and learning what I learned from here, even though I'm in the US, I used to be a Democrat, but I'm a registered independent because I stand for the issue and the impact And you know my work better than most of the people who know my work. My advocacy has always been, since I've been in this country, over 40 years, have been to better
Okay, I think he's being interrupted
yeah,
there. Just
yeah.
bear with him.
I'm back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, go ahead.
My work here has always been to better the lives of my people, no matter who that person is. And it was done sincerely. And I would never benefited from anything that I engage in for advocacy. And that's why. And I stand by that. So I discuss the issue and I really stand for the issues. And mostly, I'm an independent. Wherever I think.
When you start wearing this independent guy,
Well,
you
I
see,
started, let me
you
let me
don't talk the independent. Why you want to
you see.
tow a load that you're unable to carry this evening, Moses? Are you
No,
when you started being independent?
let me tell you when I started being independent after the elections of Bill Clinton in Rhode Island.
Are
That's
you kidding me?
affiliation to independent.
Are you talking about the independency in the USA or in Liberia?
In myself, because I looked at the issue and I said, you know what? You cannot take side on political parties. You got to be independent and understand because either side, on many different sides, there's always good things that come out of them. So when you see the good thing, support the good thing, but also be a constructive critic, and you gotta put yourself in a position to do some what you call it critical thinking. And so I found myself doing critical thinking, and when I became independent in this country, that my road, and that taught me to really understand what issues were. And I worked with both Republican and Democrat in this country, and I got many benefits from that. I worked with John Chiffy and Lincoln Chiffy, the late Senator John Chiffy. At times I supported him. I supported Lincoln Armour, but I also supported Shirley Whitehouse and Patrick Kennedy and Jack Reed and all of these people. I did work with them. The Adjutant General of the state of Rhode Island, the former Adjutant General, General Centracchio, was a Republican. He ran as a Republican governor on a Republican ticket for governor. And he and I had a very good relationship because it made a difference in my communities. And so
Uh,
I learned from that over
It's,
time.
I love that. When I'm doing this to these guys here, I enjoy what I'm doing. I'm making him to go roll this evening, explaining, travel, and whole people. Well, look, the only independent, as far as we are concerned, on this network, and I mean, Venetia knows about that, Nira knows about that, and Harrison knows about it, is Dr. Mali. They don't usually like
Oh
it.
my
Sometimes
God.
Mali and I,
Don't
we
start
don't
that.
agree on other things. But Dr. Malley is a sharpshooter. In the meantime, let me bring in Dr. Malley's John A's LPR senior analyst in the Ocean State of Rhode Island. Just work with
I
him in
see why
proximity.
you say he's the
Doc-
only independent because he
Dr.
got
Malley, you see, people are fighting. When we started this whole thing here, they were questioning who we are. They started with their liberal, but now they're saying the liberal now is gone to a complete renegade, like a military man who commanded whole ground, and he just going renegade. This guy is explaining heavily this evening now. I got to call Lincoln Sheffy and all the people to ask them Patrick Kennedy to see men why he are independent now. Okay, Dr. Mare, good evening. Good to have you here.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Are you hearing me?
Loud and clear. This time nobody putting for.
Oh no, we discovered their secret. We gotta move forward.
Keto too, he say independent. Can you imagine?
No, you can't be independent.
Somebody who came and made a proclamation, I'm a weird.
We are shame.
Then
No,
you come by and say you're independent. What
I
kind of
know,
that? What
I
kind of
know.
what kind of EU penny? Come on. He can't even tell us, yeah, breakaway are going nuts. He can't even tell us where is the president? This guy, there's no transparency, no openness.
Not at
yeah.
all.
He wants to be president. So he's no longer, everybody should have access to him. We should know what's happening. We want to hear him engage in the national conversation, not to go
I will
somewhere and go
put
lay
it that
down
way.
and sleeping. And I'm talking about Keto and former President Weah. You know, they should
Oh,
be in the spotlight. They should have a conversation. But tonight is all things considered. Let's see here. First come, first serve. Let's go into our main portfolio.
Moses,
Nero,
you got to
is
give me
that
your
Milton
number.
the G seems to be silent, or is it Milton to Nero? Am I correct? Kentucky.
what you say, Doctor?
Louisville, that's Kentucky. I
I
was
think you got
saying
to give
there
me your
during our
number.
convention.
Okay.
The number you gave me, every time I call, one lady would tell me, say, that's a wrong number.
We
No,
my
not
number?
you.
We number.
No, that Moses.
You
I
tell me
still got it.
that is independent there.
I come in.
They can give telemarketer number when you call them. You
No,
on
you
your
call
own.
like the CEO. You know, I've been having my number for 30 years.
Oh, private citizen. Look at
The
breakable
same
saying
number.
private
Never
citizen.
changed.
No, I just
You can
kidding.
get my number right from Google. So
Yeah,
I
I'm
can't
just
get it
kidding.
from nobody. That's
So
what makes
most,
me a real independent.
no, I know. I'm surprised. Why up to this time, the old man, maybe I don't know how many years now.
How many years?
You work hard here. You did a lot of stuff with Ben, so I don't know
Oh
how
yeah,
am I
since he announced his first candidacy, I committed
Is
to
it
work.
what?
You
Is
see,
it
the thing
because of your
about you,
proportion?
because many a times what we said was that we were supporting the candidate and not the political party, and we made that explicitly clear.
So you seems to be getting a huge payback because you more or less you didn't your position was not more uh, aligned with political
With
institution but
like
individual that you support. Is that
exactly.
why they put you on layaway?
You might say that. I mean, but you know, I stand to be corrected by them. But I tell you, every
No,
time
I don't. Honestly, I don't like that. You see, your own, you're like
no,
to too
seriously,
much.
yeah,
You're like to too much. You don't want people to feel
no.
bad and
Yeah,
all of that.
what
But
I'm saying.
my problem is, I'm coming because you want to give a justification. You don't
No, I'm
want to
not giving
get into the
justification. I'm
spotlight.
telling you who I am.
My problem is
Uh-huh.
people who can get something done. It
Mhm.
doesn't matter whether.
Correct.
But the thing about it, you're supporting, so you believes in his ideology, so that he,
Exactly.
could drive the country.
Yeah.
I know what you went on from the Helen Johnson salute side, especially with the security sector to get things done. And you've been heavily involved in the old man stuff. Yeah, I thought by this time, my man, you're supposed to be out there. What's going on? Wow.
Maybe you haven't made that big call yet to the people you know. Maybe you haven't done that yet. But I think everybody within his little cocoon are comfortable and know me and know what I did. And he knows me well. You know, a lot of people you know that I know, and you saw the work that we did. And we were very outspoken. We told the truth. We were independent, and we spoke out and said we're not with the political party. But because he talked about loving Liberia, you know, his credo was love Liberia, rebuild,
Think
build.
Liberia. Is
Yeah,
that happening?
think Liberia, love Liberia, and
Are
build.
we loving? Are we loving Liberia?
Exactly.
Thinking
But
Liberia
some of
today?
us, like I said earlier, I grew up right in the town, all over the place, went in the interior, and I love my country. No matter what, I love my country, and I supported him because the first thing was that think Liberia, love Liberia, and build Liberia. And so under that credo, that's why I supported him, because that identified with my own credo of saying that, you
Do
know,
you
with great
think we
power,
really? Do you think?
responsibilities.
Let me ask you. You ask all of the questions, the true meaning, think law, because these things have different interpretation. I could understand it different way.
Yeah.
You could understand it different way. He could. Was there any further question when people say those things, love, think, and all of those kind, or you just look at the cosmetic part of it in a glass, and everybody start flowing?
No, Mr. So let me tell you, when I first went to Liberia in 2013, when His Excellency was Vice President, I had a 15 minutes meeting with him. I had done assessment on security, and I briefed the Department, the Minister of Justice, And that night, I think she spoke to him before I met with him. And I met with him, and it was through the orchestration of our now Minister of State and Presidential Affairs, who knew my work ethics, who lived in the United States, right?
Sam Steve Quia.
And he made that meeting possible and told the staff, let him stay there as long as he wanted and talk to the old man. And you know, my uncle and I had a very, you know, intimate conversation about some of the things that I did here and what I brought to the table. So it's been since 2013 when he got to know who I was and what I stood for. So when we're talking about thinking and loving Liberia, to rebuild Liberia, that was my focus. Because when I went there and did the assessment for them, I did not charge any fees. I did not ask for any compensation. I did it on my time, and I went to every corner of the Manoria area and suburban area.
Okay.
So my dedication is to my country, and it would never stop. It would never stop, in my own estimation. I don't see myself stopping there. And you know my work in Rhode Island for my people.
You know, I like to throw this open-ended question because it makes people to get your guts, and that's what I love enjoying. When I throw it like that, then explain. Okay, guys, let's get the ball rolling. This is all things considered. Most, let's go into your portfolio. We're going to go to Dr. Jones, and of course, we will try as much as possible to allow our all-landers to also participate into this process here. Let's hear you. What are you considering this evening? What is so touching to you since Wednesday to this Wednesday? A lot been happening.
A lot been happening, and I got a whole list. But the thing that I wanted to talk about today were things that happened as recent as yesterday and today. The first thing is the police officer, one of the officials visiting Sierra Leone to have a memorandum agreement for the Mana River Union that involves Sierra Leone and Liberia on border security and drug trafficking, according to the report. And that police officer came in, I don't know whether he was briefed or there's something called work etiquette or work ethics, came with his phone to record. And he was grabbed by his pants and pulled back.
Okay, now
let me tell you the second one. The second one that really got me really ticked off today was when I saw our most recent confirmed deputy minister on Facebook. I think I put that in the chat room. It was embarrassing. It is embarrassing to the administration. It is embarrassing to the administration, to the Senate that confirmed her to have gone on Facebook looking a little inebriated and making comments, challenging somebody else, and calling the president name out loud. It's on the chat room.
We don't have secret here. Who are you? There are so many deputy ministers been. Who are you confirming?
The sheriff, what's her name?
Fatima
Sharif Salif. Who just got confirmed. The first time she went for confirmation, they asked her what was government. So they went in 2 days ago. She went in, got confirmed.
No, I just want, let's hold it right there.
Fatima Sharif.
Fatima, hold it right there. We're going to come to that.
So those are my things that I want to talk about. And like I told you, I'm going to be leaving early to go and pick up my son. So
let me just go to Dr. Malley for his beat, and then I will come back to you. Dr. Malley?
Yes,
Wednesday, lots going on as we speak simultaneously, but what do you have on your belt?
What I have on my belt is the issue of the presidential travel and its benefit to the people of Liberia.
the presidential travels and its benefit. You were here to tell us the benefit, or you question, or anyway, you're going to come into detail with that. So I'm gonna, like you usually say, I'm going to hold my guns to my chest. Welcome, the princess of this great network. I know she's good to see her. We had a conversation to a friend. I believe one of the friend passed away and all of that. So again, our deepest condolences. It's just in a crazy world. Just before I could get on air too, they talk about somebody that passed. I just couldn't believe it. I mean, it been like a week. It's crazy. In Philly too, I was just shocked. I was talking to our own man Michael Ray here. Yeah, you told me. I just couldn't believe it. But that's the trouble we'll find ourselves. Koto, good evening. Welcome.
Good evening to you all. Good evening to the people of Liberia. I'm glad to be here tonight. And, like you said, we just have to live one day at a time.
Yeah.
Such is the time, such is the condition when these things happen. What it reminds me of is that is my time near or the next person near me time's near, because it's just so sad that you just see friends, family, just I don't know how many of the death, occurrence that have just been in succession just in this month.
Yeah.
So it been a sad moment.
I
But
go to
again,
shit.
life has to go on.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Yeah.
we just pray there. We just pray, and that's why sometimes they sort of keeping speech, and everybody think they just king in their own. The woman there, he up there, he controls the switch. I don't know
Exactly.
whether just plug the battery or just do a finger like that, and that's the end of it.
Yeah.
It's
It
crazy.
was so sudden, even though she been sick, but it was like Saturday night, oh, she is seriously ill, and we were like, okay, Sunday, waiting for my friend to come from Canada so we could go and see her. Monday, we drove there while we were on her way. We're on our way going to Delaware, not knowing she was just gone
And
before we could get to the hospital. No, but
well,
so,
again, so we keep in prayer with the family. Let's welcome the political Reverend. The
yeah,
Reverend right now, I think the Reverend folks, they are not happy with the Reverend. I think the Reverend is looking
political
in,
ready.
yeah, it's the scripture now. But a lot of things, Dr. Mali, a lot of things took place. Occurred the last 2 days. The Liberal came with a big confession. I swear nowadays I will be, and I
Oh
want to
wow.
defend it anyway, and I want to do the Reverend came to, the people will now be happy with me. I will talk. Let's say, yeah, let us
No,
somebody
so
give people stuff. Okay, let's welcome then. Good to have you here, Terry.
I
Koto,
think I think something is wrong with the Facebook account. I don't know.
who?
Like it's kind of crushing or
Our account?
flashing. How they call it? Yeah.
Yeah, you see that? Yeah, I don't know what. Like
Yeah.
what you saying? Yeah, it looked like from the live view, right?
Yes.
Something I'm not sure. I'm seeing the one that is showing, guys. And why I don't know what is frozen because from what I see on the other device tools, that's why it look like. You see like that, then people they play
You are
on.
on. I'm seeing you are on. We are on.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe it's my phone. It
So,
could be.
No,
Koto,
what she was saying myself or getting something, but I think it's okay now. Okay. Well.
Yeah.
Koto,
Mm,
Yes.
Bena ho.
Well, sir.
oh God. Here we go.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
So,
no, no, you know what? You know what? One Spanish guy did at the time I was in school when my dad passed away. He said they love to give people sympathy in their dialect because it's a special way that touches your heart when they speak it in your mother tongue.
Yeah, and
And
suppose we
I
can
was
speak in
like,
our
why
own
was he
father
doing
tongue.
it? But
How
yeah, that's
we
their
can do
way
it in
of,
father tongue. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Before I go to Tarek Koto, What is in mind for too much been going on? Confirmation, pulling police officer bag. Yeah,
Every
you
day
know
I get something else, man. Oh my
that will
God.
happen when people don't listen to people. Then you can learn the hard way. But let's hear you. What's your concern with respect to your country? Be it good progress, something that we need to know, and all of
Yeah.
that. I saw
Well,
the elaborate. I don't know that
well,
press
all of what you
conference.
have said, what concern me most is the interview with Snow.
Oh, Snow, Aaron Snow.
Yeah, Edwin Snow, Senator Snow, where he talks about the budget, how it has, gone to 1 billion. But again, looking down, shifting blame about the bread and butter issues, of the Liberian people. And I don't know what I can go into detail about it now, but I think
No,
there's,
we're going to come to it. From Terry, then we'll start
when I
tackling.
disappear from the area, then I know I will catch away. So,
No, you're not disappear. Let me go to Terry. Let's get Terry beat. And
yep.
then we'll come back and we'll start rolling it out. We'll just try to keep it as brief as possible. Terry, let's hear you. Today's Wednesday. What was the phone call that you received?
Oh, well, the phone call I received says that Mr. So is on. But Mr. So, yeah, thank you for the time. And to the panel, Dr. Mali, Mr. Sigwe, Sis Kotu, and you, the examiner. And Libra is on the way. But anyway, my concern is drawn to the senator. I'm just guessing.
You just put a
my concern is
the count tempo. we know what.
Yeah, tempo. Rescue.
Is that what happened? What senator are you talking about?
Yeah. The senator from Monserrado County, Senator Darius Dillon. My concern is drawn to his position statement against the Nima people. And I think that he needs to apologize to the Nima people for some of the things he said as a senator. I think that it was not correct. If we have problem with the labor minister, address the labor minister directly, or the person who says some things against him. I think I posted it as shared in the chat room, the guy who are on the radio in Nima saying stuff on the MDR. The guy did not use the Nima people to threaten him. So why did he start attacking Nima people and making the people then to reminding the people of their past history? So I think the senator maybe he was angry and it happened to everybody. So in my opinion, I think the senator just need to apologize to the Nima people. If I were him, you want to attack the labor minister, you have the right to do that. You want to attack the MDR, you can do that. But to attack the Nima people and saying that, oh, we know your Babwa, Aho, Ido, man, did that, all those kind of things. When you start saying those kind of things, then, it's denigrating. Yeah, that's what he said. He was very ballistic. Very, very.
All right. We'll keep it as brief as possible on everything so that we'll touch on each and every one because that's very much important. And hopefully we can allow our audience to participate as usual with things that we want to be talking about. Moses, let's hear you. Okay. You started here. Which one you want to prioritize? I believe there were two things. Let's narrow it down so that if any time left, then we can talk about set the priority. Which one you want to go to?
I want to go to the one with the recent confirmed deputy minister for rural development.
The police for urban development at internal affairs is that Ben Sharif Salif?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
What's your you want to file an injunction on the confirmation?
Well, I tell you that. In fact, I just got notice that she who did it? I just got a notice. Just heard that on Facebook. She went back on Facebook 3 hours ago. Apparently, she's had some people giving her pressure. I would not, I would not.
Apologize.
No, not apologize. What the word I'm looking for? Well, I think she received a call based on the fact that she put an apology statement on Facebook 3 hours ago. She must have received some kind of phone call from the higher up because her behavior was totally unprofessional, as she claimed she was in the United States, because ethically, the things that she did going on national TV, on social media, and challenging an individual and talking about other individual, calling the president's name as though the president did her a favor by appointing her, knowing that she wasn't qualified. I listened to the confirmation. There was a senator who in fact said to her, "You are very eloquent. You are more educated than 90% of the people that have come across, that have come to us for confirmation. And the only reason why we confirm them is because we hope that they will learn on the job. But you stand up over them." And so he was patronizing her. And for her to have gotten out of that place and less than 24 hours later, went on social media and started calling people on, bring it on, and X, Y, Z, and what have you, it was just unprofessional. And I'm not sure if she's up to the job. And I'm not sure if she can even perform in that position. And there were a lot of people who responded and said they need to revoke her confirmation. And I was one of them. It was just deliberate. I mean, it was just unprofessional, especially in the condition that we have right now with what's going on in Liberia. There's no place for that kind of behavior. No place for that kind of behavior. And I was really blown away. I watched it twice. I put it on the page. I sent it to you guys, so you can watch it later. And she was calling the president's daughter and said, "Kumba, come here." And she used some foul languages and all that kind of stuff like that. Then there was an alleged person with her who happens to be the person that runs the cafeteria in the Ministry of Finance with her. And they were dancing the song and making these remarks.
What usually, and we're going to allow people to speak to that, because these things we've been talking over and over. What usually comes to mind when you see someone behaving that sort of way? And from the little that I know, her background, that's somebody should come with tolerance. But here we are. What usually comes to mind? Why you want it has happened? She apologized. People say people give people a second chance or whatever it is. Um, what do you think playing out here?
Well, what I can tell you is that they say, "Show me your friends and I will tell you who you are." And by the same token, not 24 hours after, can you imagine someone going to that ministry and saying something offensive to her? How is she supposed to react and conduct herself as a deputy minister? You know, when you put your thing out there, and that's why they vet you. They go after everything you've done before you get into a higher position. This is somebody who is the deputy for urban development. How do you, when you challenge somebody on social media like that, what that means to the nation and to the people you're going to be serving? Even if the lady she called her name that she called offended her, why would you do that on social media? Especially after the confirmation.
Okay, let pause there. Don't make your pressure go up here. The more everything, the more everything getting the job. But
Yeah.
let's spin around here, because these are things, and that's how people what should I contaminate good government, and maybe their leaders. People take advantage of their being in proximity with people and the thing there, and it has become a tradition. Certain people think, and people see that saying those things, maybe what should I say, see it as some sort of loyalty. They are loyalists and stuff like that. So they say ridiculous things. They say things and they don't think nothing can come from out of it. But let's pull around this here. Let me bring in the other colleagues to see whether they can have something. Dr. Mali, is that a big deal? What have we not heard from people before?
Well, that would depends the lens through which we are seeing it. To the opposition is a big deal. To those who employ her, may see it as one of those human factors. And those who she served may see her as not living up to work ethics and running probably her office on the social media. But to also add to that, I just want to say that most of the appointment, sometimes we become a bit hasty to say, oh, people are not qualified for holding certain job. I think sometimes we are overstating these things, because credentials are not the only qualification for a job in Africa. Connection and so many things are factored in for employment. And sometimes when some of these things happen and you don't hear the bosses talking, probably I don't have all the facts, but most of the bosses sometimes talk behind closed doors, and we may not know what they say, you see. So she coming back to apologize. I think we are human. I think we need to consider that and probably give her another chance, because it's like at time we go to some offices, and the offices, they have a way of provoking us. And sometimes we are given certain job, the job consume us, and we tend to apply what I call several missteps. And this is where now the issue of government retreats come in, so that people go down to some of the ABC little things. Don't run the government in the media. Don't be over emotional. Don't be fast enough to answer. If you don't know the question, refer it to your boss. Know how you're facing the media. Get your talking points set up. Cross-check it with your bosses. You know, so these are some of the things the retreat supposed to be providing to some of the junior officers, especially those coming to the type of offices for the first time. Like the security officer said, she's a ranking officer. She's a deputy minister. She's not assistant or director. She's a deputy minister. So she's more representative of her ministry, you see. But anyway, I think it has happened. For me, if I were her boss, I would give her a second chance, and I gave room for tutoring. I gave room for retreat. I mean, it's like the whole other thing we put into place, because it's never too easy. Sometimes we can think, say, we are doing the right thing. But see, you get to realize that you have just done all the wrong thing until later on, now when you settle down, before you begin to recollect, you say, oh my God, I went wrong this way. Yes.
Hold your peace. On this network, we make the conversation proportional. It doesn't matter whether you're a man, woman, boy, girl, or man. We try to do it honestly. Let me come to Koto Jalad Balayan, a professional too as well. So, Fatima, she's once served as an analyst on one of the major networks. We all know her support to the president, of course. I'm not going to sit down and pour so in my throat without me knowing, defining what my interest is going to be. That is okay. Let her on move. Now she's called to be served, which every citizen has the right when you are competent, when you are the choice of the president to go in. Count one, she went and lied on an oath, said certain things, and came back and saying, doing that. I listened to some of the songs and some of the things they were singing. I don't know, there are many video that. But if you had a chance to talk to her, or what you have heard so far, what is running through your head?
Well, thank you, Mr. So that's my girl. I know her, and but what I saw was that she really went over the board. Okay, because like Mr. Saber said, there are some positions, or there are some error, or there are responsibility when is given to you, you have to work according to that responsibility given to you. I Again, being a politician is completely different. That's why I look at people when an advocate or socialist, or other area, becoming a politician is completely different because you're no longer speaking for yourself. You have become a public figure. People look at you, for a role model. They look at you for advice. They see, to some area, like especially for the office that she's going to occupy. That's an area with diverse, background, traditional people, and these people look at people differently, because culturally, they might say from a cultural background, they might say women are supposed to behave like that, or from the social area, or you're not supposed to behave like that as a lady. But I think myself talked to her today. I was able to talk to her that coming in this kind of position, you have to wear a thick skin. Not everything that is said, you respond to them the way she did. If I were her, I know she was provoked, she was bullied. But again, hey, when you become a public figure, those are the things that you are going to be faced with. And you have to find a way to, actually adjust to those things when they come. And you have to know a way of approaching them when they come. Because to be an administrator, you have to be very careful. There will be people who will come there to provoke you, to destroy, your job, or to even intimidate you in different manners. So you have to be very careful. There are some issues that some people will say you have to go behind the scene to approach them. You are like, that it is not happening. But again, you want to approach it in a different manner. If I were her, I had different way of approaching that issue, actually. But again, she was bullied. I can't say that they didn't do bad to her, but if I were the one, I would not handle it the way she did. But I talked to her. It's good that she came out to apologize, and I think she should be given a second chance, since in that minor she came out to apologize.
I intend not to go further, but in as much as being brought out in the public domain, then now we have to ask. I don't want my people to say, but what? What was her instant reaction when you call
her? Well, the thing she said, she was excited, she was overwhelmed, and well, that's her. That's what she said, and I mean, that's again, I say that's her own way of approaching the issue, but I wouldn't have approached it the way she did.
Okay, so Terry,
and again, she regretted, the behavior, and that was, something I heard from her, and I sincerely heard that in her tone, because if somebody is sincere and regret what it did, that's what I heard from her.
Okay, so Terry, you are the holy pope within this group here. I am getting concerned. The concept, the mind always us finding bulletproof jacket shield for people with bad behaviors. You coming into a government, a place where you should be a servant to the people. You're going to be dealing with people of different, like I think who said that culture, you should mention that, urban affairs. So more or less your interaction will be some people who can even speak the English, who can speak whatever, but they can't, they're going to be using sign language, and all of that. You must have the tolerance. So it said that, or it said glaring from all indication from what we are saying from time to time. People are appointed and they are not being properly, or they are not orientated to the field. Not that they are novice, but to every job, like you and myself here, no matter what you do, They have an orientation, they're going to have a policy, they're going to have a guidelines, they're going to have a protocol, they're going to have this, that, your do and don'ts, and all of those things there. I'm wondering whether those things are taking place, or even to provide a little overbriefings of your responsibility as to how you're going to act. And I think Moses said, or somebody said, a deputy minister, you could potentially be the minister. You could potentially be the minister. You could potentially act when the minister is leaving. Then at that point in time, you will start making some executive decision. What's going on here?
Well, Mr. So, you got a point, but the problem is that people have their own demeanor, and you can employ somebody who have the expertise and have the knowledge of the job, but you cannot see the demeanor on the paper when they apply for a job. The initial response, the behavior is not in the application, is not in the resume. You understand? So that is a whole different ball game. But on the issue, the government got to be very careful when people put a label on you very early as ma and pa cousin, because I see there's a trend now that going on in the government. I see it becoming a trend. You see, it's not. It was just the LBS the other day. Another person the other day. Now she also is falling under the belt. So, but the only good thing, like everybody is saying, she did apologize. The only thing I expected her to have gone further to apologize to the person she was insulting or saying what she was saying, because she was actually targeting somebody. And I thought that she would have called this person up and apologized to the person directly. You understand? I thought that would have been more profound, because she said some demeaning things against that person that I'm suspecting she was actually talking to. So, like what Mr. Sigbe said, I saw the video when Mr. Sigbe posted it in the chat room, and I was very embarrassed. But she came out.
Are you still embarrassed?
There's a woman, huh?
You still embarrassed?
Well, if I felt, yeah, I felt.
I said, are you still embarrassed?
Not really, because I saw her apologizing publicly on this Class Reloaded, and and she did write up. She apologized. It was posted in the newspaper, on the news media. It's on Facebook. And what I see is that there's a woman who is excited for the job. This is her first opportunity to work for government. All right. These would be some mistakes that will happen, but she got to learn from this. She got to learn from it. Like, that's what I was saying the other day, that as a leader, you have to be flexible with certain people. That, you got to, because they're
that's not flexibility, Terry. What are you talking about?
No,
actually, it's not flexibility. She's accommodating the wrong thing. She laughed first. She didn't learn a lesson, and she completely doing something that is unethical, is unprofessional with respect to the assigned job that the president.
I agree.
She should know she's a direct representation of the president of the Republic of Liberia, who have designated her with all of the trust, to do that. And you say, be flexible. Be flexible with who?
Well, I totally agree to what you're saying, but on the other hand, on the other side of her own personal reaction to the whole entire thing, she came up publicly to tell everybody that she's sorry.
Oh my God!
She said she didn't mean what she did. She's sorry for that, which is fine from our setting. But I agree with you. And this is where I agree with you. Professionally, this is a government job, and the position she's giving have to do with dealing with people. There is no way around it. But the proximity of this lady as a leader, there are some people you have to be flexible with them. And that nothing going to come. The president not going to take action on her.
Okay. Terry is trying to give me a migraine here.
But from my perspective,
let me just
she have apologized.
Okay. I want to settle. Except, it happened. The problem to say for her to be flexible, she not asking for time off. Then people say no, let's get a different thing. Yeah. Okay, but most make a point so we'll switch and go to other thing.
My point here is that that's when when they put funny video on Facebook, it said, "Lord have mercy." That have mercy on Liberia. Because these are things we continue to do to perpetuate those behaviors. And that we're very accommodating to people because they are our friends. In such a position, listen, we're great responsibility. Listen, power is very big. It says that with great power comes great responsibility. When they give you the power to do something, we're talking about urban development. This lady is put in a position where she's going to be working with police. She's going to be working with City Hall. She's going to be working with every entity, the healthcare system, everybody in there. And looking at her in the first, as the CEO said, in the first confirmation, she buffet. No ground was holding it. Completed. In the second one, she came back and her first statement was, "I apologize to you. I may have misspoke." No, you didn't misspeak. You did not misspeak. What you did was you didn't have the information. You didn't know. And then she read directly from her paper. And the people on the confirmation committee need to be held responsible also because they didn't ask the tough questions to know if she was qualified. In these kind of positions, you humble yourself. You go home after making the first mistake. You do research. That's what you do. And then you try to humble yourself and be able to slide right in because you already know you got bad record from the first confirmation hearing. But you disregarded that and you went straight and started alleging that somebody's sleeping with lawyers to get grades, to be lawyer, to teacher, to do that. Listen, it was totally out of context for anybody to work in an administration. You cannot tolerate those kind of behavior. I don't care who you are. It should not be tolerated. And they say some of us were very strict. But I can tell you, it's shame on the administration if that lady should retain that job by virtue of, I know that Koto friend, and she called her and advised her, and I'm sure she got a lot of calls. That's what I said in the beginning. 3 hours later, she go and apologize. Apology is not enough. You need to set an example. We need to set an example. And I told you I had to leave early.
Yeah, that's fully understandable. Yeah. Thank you so
we'll
much.
Talk about different things sometime, but I'm going to be listening to the show.
You carrying your plane with you, or are you going to leave it here with us? The airplane will stay, or you going with it too?
No, my airplane it will stay with you, but I will come. I will take it. I'll bring it back.
Okay, thank you so much.
I will take it. I'll bring it back. Koto.
All right. Thank
Koto,
you so much.
You came to Delaware. The next time you come in, please let me know.
Bye-bye.
So I can see you. I beg you. I can't hear you, Koto. I can't hear you.
I didn't know you live Delaware. Actually, I would have called you.
Every day
after our show, you can do your local family affair, okay?
Yeah?
After the show, then you can speak.
I will be there for the funeral. I will let you know.
If you come before the funeral, just give me a call.
Okay.
I don't have to attend the funeral.
We're gonna go, Moses. Bye-bye.
All right.
Take your airplane.
But
Get your airplane. Okay, let's come back here, guys. Let's have a conversation. Let me move Koto until she can come back. Okay, Dr. Mali, let's go to your talking point and see here. Why is it so important to us?
Before we move to the talking point, I just wanted to close on this note.
Can I say my own angel leave, please? I'll rejoin you guys.
You gonna regroup? Well, okay. Dr. Mali, let's see what she has to leave with us. Let's hear you.
Yeah, let me save this thing. I think. Oh, God. Sarah, I was saving your work before I lose it. Then I have to do everything all over. Yeah, man. So I was talking about Aaron Snow. I talk about how he came about giving his statement concerning the budget. He talks about how the budget is huge. This is the first time he commended, the government for the effort made. Then he went about saying the bread and butter issue that we always say, and all of them always saying it. But here is where I come. There have been a bill introduced by Darrell Dillon before then, the Senate, where they can solve some of their bread and butter issue by reducing their salary and their benefits. There have been no time. Evan Snow, have made an effort. And, I encouraging his colleagues or even, advocating for the people there. But here he is coming out to say, oh, he's concerned about the people. How concerned is he? He doesn't know that in bombing, that his people are there out of food, and the budget is right there before him. What is he doing now to incite or to allocate, to create an area that is making more money, like his area, the Senate, or go to other areas that he might see necessary to take some allotment from there and give it, for the bread and butter issue. But I see nothing from him of such. I think it's a deception, because given the budget that is currently before them, I think what he should be doing now, looking for areas that he can generate income to provide for his people. Because there he will be saying, oh yes, I saw money was allotted here. That was not necessary at the time, because we see they are saying that the Senate, the pro tem, the vice president, the president himself, the budget is right there now. Those are places that they can go. Scratch card, then why? Those allotment, gasoline, those allotment, those are areas that they can see to create some fund, for the bread and butter issue. I think that's what Snow should be doing now. I have more to say, but I have to relocate. But when I relocate, I will discuss more.
Because you brought it up, we need to have a conversation. But it's good. If you have the time and we're still here, just jump in and we can go to that. But again, our regards to the bereaved friends of you and the rest of the family. All right, so let's bambukan Divakola here with Terry and that of Dr. Malay. All right, okay, let's see here. Dr. Jones, let's get to your point. She got her own Shibroy. In her absence, we cannot discuss it because Shibroy, then we're going to expand on it. We don't know all of the details, all of that here, but let's have a conversation here. You were talking and then she jumped in.
Yes, I was talking about the president multiple travel outside Liberia, and there's this group of some dissatisfied group that are saying the president, every time the president travel, he doesn't bring anything. And I want to vehemently disagree with our opinion. You see, the president traveling is not necessarily to bring back booties. You realize that we've gone through 16 years of brutal civil war. And Liberia is still recovering. And one of the most vital aspect of our recovery is our damaged image around the world. So if we succeed to have a democratically elected leadership, that have been tolerant to go through the democratic process. His Excellency visiting these people alone helped to improve our image. It helped to give them a message that Liberia is back on the map. It tends to sell the image of Liberia that indeed we have got a president after a long period of war. So in a nutshell, it's a medium to sell the image of Liberia to other partners who still believe that Liberia is still at war. And practically, Liberia is not at war. So visiting these people is marketing the image of Liberia, and which of course is 3 times more important than bringing back a bag of rice or a piece of gold or a gift.
Okay.
Meanwhile, in no trips, there are bilateral agreements that may not hash during the term of this administration. Well, maybe in subsequent administration, most of the things that are being discussed now by this government with other foreign powers, they may come to fruition maybe in the next government. So these travel, they are important. It's not just going on safari, but I think they are very, very important, and we need to encourage them to keep building our image and getting to know people, and people getting to know the Republic of Liberia. So it's not just bringing home money. No, image building is very key and vital to any successful, mature government like the government being run by His Excellency President Boakai.
This is LPR. Let's take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we will go to Terry Collins giving a hand clap cheering now. We suggest he's in solidarity 100% here, but we're still asking on purpose, deliberately, his agreement and disagreement with the analysis of Dr. Male John. We'll be right back.
Hey you, it's time to pack your bags. The world is calling. From the skies above to every corner of the map, explore all 7 continents with journeys designed especially for Europe and Africa. Whether it's a cruise, an all-inclusive resort, a hotel, car rental, theme park getaway, or the perfect excursion, Ayana's Dream Escapes brings the world within reach. Adventures start here. Don't just dream, escape. Book now, visit our site, scan the QR code, or just call today.
That's it. Don't just dream, but escape. Make those travel. Live, man. This short. Enjoy yourself. Call our own Esther Clark Fredericks, one of our prime time viewers, followers, supporter here. So we have to support one of our own. For those of you who never travel at all, take a shot. The number is there. Call. Okay, Terry. You literally joined a choir built overnight by Dr. Male John. And the pastor turned to a congregation this evening, clapping. I don't know which Bible voice that he read. But let me ask you here, is there a missing link? Is it that the people have the right to say what they are saying? Are there enough information being provided by GOL when the president comes? Or is it people are also acting on the sort of exhibitions, the charade, the showcase? We're going to do this, things not finalized, and Facebook going blaze, posting yellow machine, white machine. It will be here next week, it will be here tomorrow. So you build the anxiety of the people, and they are hoping that that will happen. And if they don't see it happen, then they become apprehensive. Then they begin to question and say, this president or this government is making fabulous, so jolly trip. But here you are, you're clapping. Do you have a version different, or you just totally in agreement with Dr. Male?
I even want to add some layers because Dr. Male is on point, Mr. So, and I agree. Wow. I understand what you're trying to say.
Dr. Male on point? Wow. Go ahead.
In this regard, you know, Dr. Mali, he's not a friendly guy, but when he friendly with you, sometimes you got to take it because that may be the last friendship you will have for the night or for 1 week. But here is the thing, yeah. but here is the thing, Mr. So the people need to know what the president is going, and the people are informed. The president gave the people information. But the problem with Liberians and the politicians, they will try to bore hole in everything that the government is doing, that is achievable, that is achieving result. Even when they see the reality, they said the president going to Trump, he spoke only good English. Because Trump recognized the good English our president spoke, all the opposition then were all on here, put boring hole in the president going to America. He didn't bring nothing, did that. At the end of the day, what do we see? We see visa extension of 3 years, blah, blah, blah. We see a bilateral relationship between America and Liberia. We see that the Millennium Challenge Compact's delegation from America coming to Liberia, you know, to seal the deal. We're passing the MCC Challenge scorecard. We see that our name is not on visa restriction like Sierra Leone. So you're still wondering whether if the president traveling is gaining a dividend, then something got to be seriously wrong with you. So the president going to France, they say, oh, the president going. These are all bilateral, you know, engagements that will yield dividend in coming days. I look at Simon Freeman talking about, oh, the buses, you know, the president brought the buses, but what the buses would do, blah, 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 the president budget, how can he? So it is the work of the opposition to bore hole in every good thing that is achieved by this government. All right? So, and I give it to them. That's the work. They have to be working. We are also responsible to initiate the necessary checkpoints to tell them, say, no, these are the dividends yield based upon all of these engagements, including the traveling of the president. So that is the layer that I want to add on this, you know, particular cake here, so we can have a good time eating it.
Good time eating it. Yesterday, I mean, on the flip side, on the other side of the coin, you also were bowling hole in those things yesterday when it was to your disadvantage. So just ball bonds, right?
I was not bowling hole in the president traveling. I was highlighting some of the president's mistake, and I said it on the platform that I will be very clear and transparent in telling the president some of his mistakes when he make them. That, oh, Mr. President, they want you doing that, your arm showing you taking off one of your arms, your shirt. But that does not negate the fact that I am also going to erect the necessary checkpoints on the opposition for saying things that does not fall in alignment with what is accurate. And this time is one of those.
And I'm going to be putting the number right here, but let's have a little brief conversation on this here. Dr. Mali, yet we're in a very diverse society. People see things from different lenses, different perspective, and all of that. Do you think GOL, despite of the oppositions, ordinary people cry, do you think GOL is doing well in terms of being very explicit, come clean, come bold, and just do not allow the Liberian people to get the anxiety to go, oh, how are we doing it? Do you think are they doing what they should be doing in terms of coming back and make the people to understand, yes, and measure a valid point? And I know our country image, every country after every leadership, there should be some diplomatic work out. But are they mounting the podium? Yes, you see your president going. We are building a bilateral relationship. We are building a consensus with our ally. We are encouraging people. We are persuading the world about who we are, what we have to offer. Are they tolerant to get this sort of explanation out, but they just come and just boom and just blow it out. And so when you blow it out, when you spill it like that, people need quick reaction.
Yes, CEO, I want us to remember a few things here. Government is a very sophisticated institution. With reference to informing the masses of what the government is doing is key. But equally so, you got to be very mindful. I think the information ministry can spend so much time telling the masses what the government is doing. I think that is good. And I think the information ministry is doing that with their weekly briefing and other things. But they need to go beyond that. Can they engage into a town hall? You see, because the one they're doing at the ministry, government officials, trusted government officials are coming to give their report card. They are coming to make assessment of their progress, which of course is another component of informing the Liberian people of what is happening in Liberia and what the government is doing. And I want to congratulate them for that. But the question now is the downtrodden, the commoner, sometimes they meet in the little town hall, sometimes they meet in the little gathering on a little sport fee. Can we try to decentralize some of the information, going to a Thai shop, going to town hall, sitting with people, and, we come down to their level and try to filter, allow the information to filter down there? I think that will be fine. And lastly, you said, what are the government is giving much? If you ask the government spokesperson now, and if you ask His Excellency, President Baka right now, he will tell you, say, the mechanism they have put in place to engage the population, they are doing excellent job. You see? And least we forget, it is difficult to please hungry people. A lot of hungry people in Africa. Liberia, no exception. You will preach all the messages, you will do everything. There will always be some level of criticism. That's what democracy is all about. So if even the government decide to say, okay, information ministry, going forward, I want you to talk to 10 persons every day in Mosorano County. Before the month end, you should be able to talk. You should be able to talk to 250,000 for people. Those very people, they will allow the information come to the right ear and pass to the left ear and still ask you the same question. We are human beings.
Let me hold you there. We are human beings. Let's go to the phone line and pick up this call here to get the callers' reactions. And we'll go to Terry for his version. Christopher Tobasi, good evening. Welcome.
Yeah, Mr. Sue, thank you very much. I wish Mr. Segbe and our dear sister was here, because they said something earlier, that I wanted to speak on. It is kind of easy to be tough when you are not in a position to corrupt. Power is dangerous, Mr. Sue. That woman, that girl, Fatima, is a darling girl of United Party and the president. The lady she was addressing, and I hate to do this, I'm not a sympathizer for Unity Party. I'm not somebody, I don't like them. I don't like the way they act. I don't like the way they cost people, the way they cost the average Liberian, the way they insult people. I'm talking about government minister and all of that. So, but in this case, the Fatima was addressing the lady who insulted President Boycott a couple of weeks or months ago in a very nasty way. So I think she was trying to get back at that lady. you know, but you know, who am I to not forgive? You know, and who am I to not give second chances to people? You know, I think these young people have to learn. You know, we have to show them the way. You know, and I think for her coming back to apologize, you know, to say I'm very sorry. You know, I think they should be able to give her a second chance. You know, a lot of people are going after this girl and saying that she's not qualified and she's this and she's that and this and that. I mean, how many of us all over the world have, I mean, we embellish, we lie on our applications to get jobs, take it till you make it, all over the world. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do, Mr. Sue, but that's what the Western people taught us. You fake it till you make it. You go in your application and you ask small thing in there until you can get a job and do the right thing. You know, in terms of morality, when you are not in a position to be moral, you will not be. You allow to people, politicians are liars. Politicians will say one thing for the audience because of morality, but they go behind closed door and do bad things.
Thank you so much.
And say bad things and corrupt the system, do other things.
All right.
But when interest is at stake, you know, interest is powerful than loyalty. Interest is powerful. America has interest and she do bad things. Like any other country.
Okay, sorry, I didn't know you were here. Okay,
but loyalty, you know, so Mr. Sue, I just want to say that just to conclude real quickly, I told some of my CDC brethren early today, I said, look, let's leave that thing. Let's leave that girl alone. Let's leave that thing. Because why? Unity Party has the House, the Speaker, they have the Senate, they have the pro tempore, they have the Vice President, they have the Executive, and you say that the president wants to occupy that position, they might not get it.
All right, Christopher.
I mean, Trump is getting away every day in America, yeah. So, I mean, last year we were in power, we did not get our way with Johnny Zoe.
Thank you so much. Thank you. When we call people attention, please. Keto, good evening. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. It's better late than never. Keto, you drop off or what? Okay, I think maybe you drop off. Okay, we got a Potam line on this line here. It's Clarence Davis here. Clarence, let's get your version.
Hey, CEO, how you doing? And rescue team, how you doing?
Oh boy.
I remember comment there that waiting the approval of the board chair that the money would be a rescue number 4.
Are you kidding me? So are you Clarence?
Yes, yeah.
Keto, are you hearing what this guy is saying? They have inducted Dr. Malik John, co-named rescue uncle, nephew, son.
It's not strange. It's not strange. We told you from there.
Number 4.
I wish you luck. I will see how long you will stay there. You go ahead. Go ahead.
You know, it happened last week when you got a show. I tried to call, and my call couldn't go through before Mr. Phil could come by. You know, they had a scene, you know, like.
Yeah, let's try and keep it on a 1 minute, please, because I want to.
Yeah, 1 minute.
Yeah.
Okay, then let me forget about that and come here with my main reason why I called tonight.
Yeah.
One of the things I want for to talk on the settle is a criminal activity that exists in our country and many Nigerians become victims of it. They killed them, Mr. Toll. I'm following the link closely. Mr. Toll, it destroyed a lot of business, a lot of young people, it caused a lot of people to go for Australia in our country. And they killed them like fully basic in the three countries there now, Nigeria, Ghana, and Sierra Leone. And like doing that, they're leading the king there, stealing from your people. Just a letter today, and then letter condition they say about to do a very bad. And when I saw that, it broke down completely. So I beg you, don't try to talk on this thing without some of the information are important. When Moses in the throne, the kind of word, the security army, don't bring up the cyber crime are going on. Don't talk about it because many people say anything in their houses and they kidnap people just steal it from them. Thank you for the show, Mr. Soul.
Thank you so much. Okay. Prince Sherry, let's hear you quickly. Let's keep it on 1 minute, please. Good evening. Welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Soul, for giving us the opportunity.
Yeah.
Again, there are 3 things I'm going to just quickly run over on the show.
Okay.
Mr. Soul, as a Liberian, I am in tears.
Wow.
Your heart is broken.
Wow.
Liberia is at the lowest moment of our democracy ever, as far as the records are concerned. There has been no point in time, even during the most horrible moment of our history, where we talk about the war or the wars, there has not been a time where things that are happening, especially under this particular democratic government that we elected, has ever happened. I'll give you an example, Mr. So. Look at what happened in King John, the massacre of our people. As I speak now, the government is yet to tell us who are those responsible, who gave the order, and etc. Our people are in tears. Mothers are with our sons. Children are with our fathers. It is sad. Look at today what happened, Mr. So. To the extent that members who are appointed by Mr. Brecker will use the public media to insult lawmakers using these words. You listen to how you call the director of the LDS that was appointed by Mr. Brecker, using the few words. Today, members of the executive are really insult at those lawmakers. Yes, as a Liberian, we will have problems, but we think that this is the lowest moment that we can ever go. To the extent that at the Ministry of Information, you will use that sacred platform that is used to propagate government agenda and policy to really insult all other political leaders. And these people are still there. Mr. Brecker is comfortable. Look at today what happened to Bintu Salif, somebody who is supposed to be representing the government, somebody who claims she is from the most civilized country on the planet Earth, the United States of America, where training is installed in us, using words that I cannot even use on this platform, that Mr. So we will not even tolerate us to use on this platform. But it is unfortunate that this woman is celebrated by the very Mr. Joseph Nina Brecker because she calls the name of the president, that I am the president's daughter. And when people are using these kind of words and insulting people, and you're telling me that these people will still be in the office, then these things are encouraged by the president himself. Lastly, Mr. So, the level of crime that is happening in Liberia, it is unorthodox. To the extent that the police are the ones that are even aiding and abetting these crimes. It is unfortunate, Mr. So. It is unfortunate. Just yesterday, we received a report that 2 police officers gave their arm to some guys to do an armed rob, only for the resident to capture these guys, to find out that these guys are close associates of the police officers there in, how you call the place, in Riverside.
All right.
Mr. So,
Thank you.
It is sad.
Thank you so
and look
much.
at this particular disgraceful one. If I will just take 10 seconds, look at this one that happened in Sierra Leone. A breach of protocol. Can you imagine?
We're gonna come to that.
To give his phone to another police, how you call officer, Mr. Collins, a very professional fellow who was just a victim of the circumstances, to go and do content creating in Sierra Leone. Oh, Mr. So.
Thank you so much. Let me go.
We prayed for.
Prince, I gotta go. Prince Sherry, I gotta go. Bye bye. Yeah, man. Jesus Christ. Okay. Keta Goods, welcome. All right, look. Yeah, our folks, they gotta speak their mind. They gotta express. You know, it's about the country. It's always like that. The politics will always be whoever it falls on, they will always twist the wheel, but there are some legitimate concern in those here. Terry, I don't know whether you ever responded. Dr. Mali, I see you murmuring. You want to jump there? You want to jump?
I see.
Yes.
So, Kata,
Just
Yeah.
30 seconds. Get off.
How you gonna take 30 seconds from me? I just come in.
No, we're not responsible. You come in late.
Huh? The CEO recognized me. Anyway, I see the United Party team from left to right or left to right, on top and all. I just suspecting the CEO here. I suspecting him. Go ahead, CEO. No, I ain't saying. I just said I suspecting you. We'll call board meeting. I joining labor soon.
Yeah, CEO, we need to understand one thing. It's like people are not understanding the dynamics of society and the mighty sword of government. It was just yesterday when we experienced everything. I mean, everything in the suitcase that Prince just brought forth. It was just yesterday. Just a few minutes ago, we went through all of these things during Mr. Prince's era. Now he's trying to retrospect. You see, I think these angry politicians all over Liberia, we need to be objective here. Yes. There will always be problems in all society. Even CDC come to power today, there will be some problem. No matter what. But the problem here is that let us learn from our mistakes and improve for tomorrow. This is how government works. What happened with the Sierra Leonean thing? It was an isolated case. This is my first time seeing that. Are we going to learn from it as a responsible government? Yes.
So it was an isolated case?
I have not seen that happen before yet. Have you seen it happen before?
Oh, okay, no, okay. Yeah, I get what you're saying, yes.
Yeah, I'm coming from that direction. I have not seen it happen. Except maybe Mr. Carter can prove me wrong and tell me when this particular thing that my first time seeing it. So
okay,
it was
let's see.
We learn from our mistakes.
Let's see this. Let's see this yet. I kind of say DNS TV, and this is quite not a surprise, but you know, people can learn the hard way. So let's do this here. Okay, there you go. What an embarrassment. you know, this is complete. I don't know what to say. Remember when Darius Dillon and Yombly Kanga Lawrence, I hate to say it, but I will say it. That's what happened when wrong people are wrongfully placed. Now, from time to time, Gabriel Bolokaju and all of those people from way down the line, like the police, they have press and public affairs. Most of these entities have press and public affairs bureau. But even at that, going on such a renowned conference, you take the State Broadcasting Corporation. But these people, they're so mean. It's all about themselves. They are really greedy hunter. This is why when they are traveling, they don't travel with media practitioner. What the hell? I have to say this. You are officer, look at the uniform that he's wearing. What time do you have to take note on whatever thing they take phone that they eat? Either Avoran Jadam, that one a different thing. They were going to slap him and pull him over real good time. And the police said that you can't do anything. But if it was a media practitioner, if you had, they were not, because first of all, they will brief you. He's not just going to take phone and they like, you're going to pick. I mean, that's a high profile meeting there. A lot of things happen nowadays. And I hope our leaders then, they will learn. The Liberian Broadcasting Corporation, the other man will allow say talk today. Some things he talk make sense. Some of them doesn't make sense. No connection, nothing related to everything. But this is what happened when everybody has turned to be a loose cannon. They say they do whatever thing they think they can do and they get away with it. Why would the police chief going on something like that? Come on. If you carry the police does have a press bureau section, but then they need to be properly attired. They can be identified. But you saw that guy well dressed, uniform, officer. I don't know where you were going with. Get somebody where catch deer. Where you were going with camera. Oh God. Is it a liberal friends, Keto? Yeah, liberal police friend. But
So,
anyway.
bring me in now.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, Mr. So, thank you, and I would like to say hi to my esteemed colleagues on this platform. Koto, beautiful as ever. Welcome again. So, there's the thing. When I listening
The
to
flocking.
the doctor, when I listen to the doctor say a mature government, and I see the things the mature government is exhibiting, then I question the doctor ability to discern. I question the doctor ability to see reality from fiction. This is not the first time, Mr. So. The president, you remember, the president went somewhere and they had people with a phone. You remember in America, yeah? The president came here to America, having meeting with stakeholders, and you have people with phone in their hand trying to do the recording. You remember that? This is not the first time. This is a government, a complete, when they say puppets,
What do you mean by that?
Santons.
Oh,
Yes.
The Alvin Wizard Jr.
Alvin Wizard, yeah. And you know,
Oh God.
Tabula Rasa, Buccaneers.
Oh my
That's
God.
this the government are sitting. But not on a serious note. On a serious note. It has become, a complete community that we see how people are operating in the country and outside the country. People that was told to us that they have all the experience, they are educated to do the things they are doing. Prince said some things on the show and we were looking because I know if this was in the way administration, all these things would have made top headlines in all social media platforms. But I see that the news network, every news network that oppose President Weah or pick up every little thing President Weah administration did, they are silent because they are the ones that were pushing the propaganda. So to come out today to see those things happening and bring it up is kind of shameful. Can you imagine Eugene Fagon using his airtime to insult his colleagues at the place of work, like people that live with him? Those are people that are employed by the Liberian government, or some of them were appointed by the president. And you use yourself to insult them like they live with you, like they are your help or your gate boy. You understand me? You see the information ministry that's supposed to disseminate information to Liberian people. Those people sit over there and insult media practitioners and other government officials, plus not even government officials, opposition or leaders.
All right,
and look at what happened today. And when they confirmed that girl, with all the apologies she gave at the Senate, she came out and started to insult and call herself Joseph Waka's daughter. And the president will not even reprimand her or call say, you can't do this. You can't do this. If the president will sit and accept it, will even
the president didn't call her.
Because we hear nothing. Something will surface just to clear the air. We are seeing it. The president will say this is a conduct that is unbecoming. The president will, Mr. So this is the thing I say, the double standard we play. Because this is a unity party government. Everybody now, and that's why I say I'm looking at you. Send the agile thinking and boy and Mr. So start to feature what the guy need on this show here because the guy like his colleagues. So anything and the minister, the information minister and the finance minister can agile the Grace Agile program. Mr. Soldier changed the whole everything now is like United Party. Because we have to be honest here. If this thing will happen in church, we are government. This thing will have been the talk of the town for the next 3-4 months.
Are we not talking about it now?
No, we're not talking about it because you're trying to sweep it under the rug. The president should come out and condemn the thing so he can put his government official temperature down.
So then let me ask you, how many times did your former president came out publicly to condemn
my brother? This is the reason why you're told.
No. What happened?
I'm answering your question. I'm answering your question. I'm answering you. This is the reason why you're told Liberian people that Joshua government did bad to the country. You moved them because they were not communicating with the people. They were doing X, Y, Z. Then you come there, you're doing 10 times the thing that you accused Joshua of. They asked me again, how come? You already didn't punish me. Then we asked them about how come.
I am saying, I'm just only asking because history is all about the past and the present. We have to compare and see what's really going wrong. I'm just honest saying.
Brother, why you move us? I understand. Why you move us? Why you move us? Because you felt that we were not doing the things that...
I never voted. My vote...
No, I'm not saying you particularly. In general, why did the Liberian people move President Weah administration? Because they felt that CDC...
Do you think they had a reason of moving him?
Yes, everybody got a reason. They said they were not doing the right thing. All the things that they listed, whether I believe it or not, is immaterial. All the things that they listed that President Weah was not doing, they're doing it 25 times. And we cannot even speak to it. And you question us when we speak to it and ask us, why? Cannot go back and unearth or bring out what happened in the past. No, what I can do now is to see what is happening in the present. Because what happened in the past was condemned by the present administration.
Before I go to Dr. Malley, they get a thing called virus, coronavirus, the other virus. So do you think that virus from the last time is still crossing over to that virus being passed over?
Mr. So, this is a ridiculous question you asked me right now. Mr. So, Mr. So, I cannot even believe it. I'm crying right now for me to see the Lpr to come on this show because the Lpr will do better. Right now, you are his what? You are your West. No, on a serious note, you are at your worst. This is the kind of question you ask me. When these people came and told us that they could do better, that they were the most qualified, everything that they could do was going to be 100%. And today, they are eating crow. Yes.
Dr. Malley, this is the problem that we have. We do not want to reflect on the past. And that's the history didn't just tell us, say, what before us. We got to see where we came from and what went wrong. Am I lying? There's nothing called virus that people can pass on thing to other people? I'm just asking a legitimate question.
I agree with you 100%. There are some viruses, they are very infectious.
It depends on me because depending on the liberal, you're gonna go in the Red Sea because he can't hold prisoner. Okay.
And some viruses can be decentralized.
Why you think that
this particular virus was transported into the Unity Party, and the Unity Party is fighting hard to get rid of it?
Yeah, they gotta use some strong disinfectant, real something. Look, but what happened with that thing is just bad, though. What you think is happening within the hierarchy of the police now? Who's to be here responsible?
No, CEO, I think the question who should be here responsible, I think we passed that stage already. Don't forget, we are running a we have a trauma population. Even the government officials, at least Joseph Barker is trying. He's really trying. Why you have a police officer going to that place, undressing himself, jumping up and down? That would have even been worse. At least this guy was well dressed, moving majestically. And
Dr. Malley, come on. What
the best for the president down one, the traumatized.
You know what I'm driving out here? There's a vast difference between a boy administration and an adult administration. We witness a boy administration and we try to improve the status of that boy administration to elevate the administration to a mature administration. And the maturity of the administration is measured by the experience and the type of adult we have occupying the executive mansion.
Okay.
That's satisfying.
Terry, let me hear you now, go to Koto, because it looks like Dr. Mali not either having the process here tonight. They have already inducted him, so he's in a induction ceremony form. Terry.
Yeah, firstly, I want to say, Keto, the people from Swaju, the grandchildren, their votes, they're not sitting down waiting for you. So stop bothering the CEO. The people vote. You ain't do send when you send something here to the network. Send when you were talking about Liberia, you were talking about everything where they were in the headline. You know that people were paying money for those things to happen, going to the media, engaging the media. That is what you're supposed to be doing. You
so you're trying to say they pay Mr. Sona?
Give me a chance.
You get that?
Give me a chance. Give me a chance. No, I didn't say that.
No, you said they pay him because we pay him too.
He get man chance. Nobody get you chance ever. Nobody bother you, rather.
Beautiful. What you on my case for now?
Yeah, but I won't listen to what the man saying.
You see? So the people, the time United Party used to go on the radio and paid for the airtime to talk plenty and engage the media on your mistakes. What were you doing? You don't know that is what you call politics? Nobody come in babysit you. You're supposed to spend money on the media to make sure that you highlight the mistakes of the Unity Party government that will play out to your dividend. But you attack every media. Everybody who talks small thing about the government, you start attacking them. How the people will eat? You know how the people eating? So, look, you got to grow up. That one Dr. Mali say you guys are boys. You have to grow up and engage the media in every way, form, and manner to highlight some of these things. Because nobody going to do it for you. Because tomorrow when you get in power and start eating the million, that your one will be eating it. Nobody going to eat it with you. You know? So that's what it is. So the thing here is that with they were talking about selfie. We're taking selfie. You didn't see it? The time you went with body for the football game. You didn't see the selfie you were taking? Okay. But here's the thing here, Mr. So the man was the police men were very careless. And I don't want to blame the RG because apparently the RG himself were paying attention to the conversation while the stupid policemen are walking, taking video. Nobody say you to go take video over there.
How you know?
There are other pictures that are coming. Huh?
How do you know?
There are other pictures because the RG is a trained officer. He's not going to do that kind of tabata. You think the RG will send a police officer to go take video
do you think,
with him?
Do we know that the delegates or the people they were orientated for the conference, what to do, what not to do? Do we know that there was any sort of orientation?
So you don't have to even have an orientation in regards to how to proceed as an officer.
You're going for a conference. You're not going to get a briefing. What to do, what not to do.
I understand the briefing. The briefing is necessary. But what I'm saying, for the protocol, for that kind of protocol, do you need an orientation as an experienced police officer to know that it is prohibited to carry phone? Do you need to do that?
You see, because when you talk about something very end, you can add a tabata there.
No, let me say something now. You said something beautiful first. Why will the security, the police, RG or so, did not carry along with him? The police, the man had already built a whole studio for the police. Why he did not carry a media person with him? There's a media team at the at the National Police headquarters.
Okay,
They got a
so
media
that's a
team.
good question. The other side of that, so based on what we know now, we don't know what our media people went. I don't want to be definitive in this one yet. But based on what you're saying, if he did not, if they didn't care media team, don't you think that that guy was acting like a media man? And maybe my man, when we get there, is it fair for me to say that? Because it should have
No,
been
it's not fair.
to hear it.
Because I understand that Gregory get all his way, but Gregory is not that careless to go tell a police officer.
So why would I'm not saying he did it, but
what
I'm saying he is. I want to go to protocol. I believe he is the head of that delegation. If you're taking people somewhere, they are under your direct supervision. You might have met those people. They give a discussion on whatever conference this and that. It is your responsibility in turn to also educate your delegate what you're going to do, what not to do, how people evolving, moving around, distraction, phone got to be on silent, and all of those kind of things. And your focus should be right in that conference room because you need to take note, or you need to observe, you need to monitor, and all of that. That appears not to happen. That's why you saw him running like that, like how you call it, something to go. Koto.
Yeah.
It was bad. There's no way that we can turn around
Yeah.
it. I'm not saying that I did, but somebody was not acceptable.
I strongly disagree with Terrence on that. Before you attend a diplomatic functions, there are laws, rules, and regulations pertaining to that particular occasion, except like he was not oriented on it. Because based on the occasion, based on the meeting, there are rules and regulations that guide that particular function. And it tells you what dressing, how you move about. So except like Mr. So was saying that he was not oriented. And sometimes people, they get to these places, they become overzealous. They tend to do things, they even forget about what they are told to do. But you have guidance. And that's why when you go to these kind of places, follow the guy he saw there. He will have asked that man or be on part with the security there. You don't go beyond them. You stay right on par with them. Whatever thing you're doing, you alone with them. But that was wrong. Because I guess they had a line. And that's why you saw that guy standing right there. I'm very sure they may have told him this is where you stand beyond. Because that would be the rule. They would never tell you to go, don't go there. You stay here and we all be here. And he bypassed protocol. And once you bypass protocol, security men have to call on you because they are there to protect their officials that are there. If you break that protocol, they will automatically call you out of order because you are not the one protecting that protocol. They are protecting you. So they will definitely pull you over. That's what may have happened there. And I heard Kara talking about all of what is going on. You see, that's the difference with you guys and us. We can beat all our own people when they are doing wrong. We sat here right on the platform when the wrong was done. We spoke against it. I'm closer to Fatima. I spoke to her. I told her you dropped the ball. That was very wrong. But that's the difference with you guys. When last you criticize any of you people when they did wrong? When? That's why I heard Mr. Bonner saying boys and men. That's the men game or the men game we're playing here. I mean, there are people who have their attitude in them. They have behavior. They were exhibited. Does that mean it's the president's behavior? No. And what I heard, she was called by the president. And she also admitted today that she went there. The president was mad with her. It's not something that, the president is happy with. We can beat on them. I would be one of those, anything that happens that goes wrong, I will criticize them. I'm not supporting any wrongdoing. They do good, we praise them for the good. They do wrong, we criticize them.
So, Koto, are you confirming that the president did speak with Fatima today after that
She admitted, yeah, she did. She did say, yeah, yes,
Okay, I think that's a good step. I mean,
yeah.
call
She
them
said
out.
it. She also admitted. I wasn't there, but she said it.
Mr. So, why didn't he come out to all
Well, why were you? What you mean by
hold on now,
the
the
president should
executive
come
mansion
out
come
to
with a
say?
clear message to send to the rest of his appointees to tell them that these kind of behavior is unacceptable. There are 7 of the people. It's not United Party versus CDC. It's this government, taking care of Liberian people. The Liberian people, we are not separated when it comes to this government. So they should be speaking to the nation that these things are
That's why you
unacceptable.
don't know. He
Oh,
does that, and I'm saying
no,
it.
I'm not talking about. No, it should come out. There being a
No, but
public
that's
glare.
not
Then maybe they
something
will
that
stop
the president to
because
go down
because
to go talk to Baraya or what
no
she
no no
did.
no 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 no
So
because Eugene Fagon came out. He insulted people even within his own bureau. Then you got the information minister talking down on journalists, talking down on other opposition leaders. Those are things that you're
but
not
what
supposed
even
to
my other
condone.
opposition leader? The opposition leader attack you. You can't talk. You can't talk to them.
Yeah, we go again.
They don't even go there with the opposition part. I'm talking about
Okay,
what he did
let's
a
make
long way
our
along.
rounds.
But when
Let's
it
make
comes to the
our rounds.
opposition, don't you hear him what he says?
Let's
Did
make
you hear
our
what it said,
let's make
Fagon?
our
I'm
closing
talking about
round,
his
please.
what side. I'm not
Please,
talking about the opposition, what they say.
in
That's
3
not what
minutes
I'm
to
talking
count.
about.
Let's make our 1 minute closing, and we will get it up for the rest of the night.
Can I
Keto,
go? Yes, sir. So thank you, CEO. Nice coming on the show and having these kind of conversation about our nation. So I think we should be very, very stable in the things we say. No double standard. We know years back, everybody were bashing on everything that went wrong in we as administration. Everybody today, what people are doing, they have been enabled. They are being pat on the back because this is a unity party government. President Weah Kimba said, anybody who calls me, I will deal with them. The media ran with our story like you were going to kill somebody on the street. All right. Today, people are insulting left and right.
he didn't
The
just say
media,
I would
At
deal with
least
them.
we insulted, we're not killing.
He went very extensive as a president of the nation. Can you repeat exactly if you want to make reference to the president? Can you
he said
repeat
anybody
exactly?
that can cost him, you were going to deal with them.
No.
What he said,
How the other one?
what he said. I
You
can't
not
remember
know.
the other one that he said. When he said that, yeah, I
Oh,
was agree with you. No,
okay,
seriously,
go
if he
ahead.
said I will agree with you.
But you don't know. Are you agree with him?
Yeah, he said that maybe I forgot, but like he said, it's an open. It's not something. It's not when I said behind the door. It was something he said when he wanted to go dedicate the market in our Dupo Road era. I'm
He
just
will not
saying
walk freely
what.
in the street, and
Yeah,
that was
what he was just saying, what he was trying to say is to stop the people from abusing the presidency. The same
he
thing
was trying.
happened in as I come in and the same thing happened in what the place name in Grand Chile when Kumis and Yeka Kolba went there and the decent people of Grand Chile told Yeka Kolba, we don't need you here because you bring down invective. The media came up, they were condemning the people of Grand Chile. Today, Yeke Koluba is insulting Joseph Boaka and the Unity Party people crying and telling how Joseph and Yeke Koluba is a rude man. When yesterday
Make your
they
point.
embrace him. Yesterday they embraced him. More Ali than introducing as some of the most effective, the most disciplined, the decent man, the man who the lone soldier. But today he has become the demon among them. He's rude, he crazy, and all that stuff. This is what I'm saying. Where is the media today?
Thank you so much.
Everybody playing double standard. And this guy got problem with our society. 95% of the old media people, they are all pro-unity partisan. And they still carry that cap and say they are independent man thinker. They are not. They are not. And we know it from day one. But we just hear the Liberian people will decide come 2029 and we'll see where the ball will roll.
The way I want to the
So,
just jump tomorrow.
so are not independent.
Eh?
Again.
Since you brought what his name, Moses Sandy, say you brought Moses, say you and Moses Sandy connected on several occasions. That was it. The CEO now changed because everything he posts on this, everything the Tabata posts on the show, yeah, the Malik Jones or the Terry or the security analyst want to be politician, anything they say that CEO just fall on it. They cut on can join inside again.
Look, Terry, let's hear you.
Oh God.
Yeah, Ketopper, you mind you will just be talking all day. Nobody gonna fight for you, Keto. You gotta fight for yourself. And not only that, you got all the major radio stations in the country highlighting the errors in the government. The front page magazine,
I don't know what you got.
24/7. So I don't know what he's talking about. I know that CEO you want to attack personally. You can't only attack the man, but don't pull all the media in the country. The OKFM, which is the most formidable radio station now that most people listen to worldwide from Liberia and all of that and internationally. They have Judah Jay, who support President Weah, and he always on the government. He and Clarence can try a little bit. Clarence be more balanced, but Judah Jay, he didn't want to say that the president was not invited by the France president to France. Judah Jay, he didn't want to say it. So what you be getting your thing from? Then you got the other guy, Gosson Wayon. He firing that one by you to cost the president and all. And you also have the Freedom FM, Sam Sion, who are working on Joya. Then you got Jide Hard Talk, yeah, in America. You get the closing argument. You get Spoon TV. So what you getting all your tabata then that all the media is not in your what you want now, what you really want, Keto? What you really want? So I don't understand because the biggest network in the country, they support you, they defend you 24/7. But you know the reason why you're struggling is because the people that what Dr. Mali say, the people can see, they have seen the difference between boys and men. That get a disparity, the people can see. In as much as the people know the government messing up in many places, like the real thing I wanted to talk today, I posted in the chat room about the budget of the budget of the Minister of State and other things. I decided not to touch it. Maybe another time we'll talk about it.
We'll talk,
but to be honest with you, with all the tabata the government doing, the people feel satisfied to some extent that at least we'll get somebody that we know that we can say the person more responsible. That's the only difference. That's why I can feel sorry for Stanton because he's stressed. He looks stressed because he keep fighting, but he pushing, but it can't work because the people can see the difference. They know what it came from 6 years ago. That is why your message is not resonating. Thank you, Mr. So.
Thank you so much, Koto.
Yeah, thank you. I agree with Terence on that, and that's just what I wanted to say because I don't know which media that is not carrying all of the headline that he really wanted to carry, because all, including the class reloader, were the first to even beat their own baby. So I don't know, because everyone there today, lash at Fatima. And things that happened there, even with the ministry, they were questioned. So I don't know. And you want that Gosson William should insult Fagon and Fagon shouldn't get at him? I don't even care about that. That's why I keep telling you, because they're getting at a man. See what they started saying? That place was a casino. Well, I investigating. So you want a man to fall in here and they lie on him? Some of the things he said there, yes, I would not, tolerate some of the things he said there. But again, they started lying on him that you are opening a casino. So you have people to defend themselves, where they want to defend themselves, just like, they should go overboard. But again, here is somewhere that they are boys. They get people to be very careful of what they do because they know they will be penalized. And today, people can come out and speak louder without people hunting them. People are not dying from what it's saying today. People really see what they saw, the two girls that were booing at the buses. Can you imagine? You don't even have, like one girl I listened to today, you don't even have a wheelbarrow. You don't have a means of transport. Somebody bringing transportation for you, but yet you booing at the transportation. So are they not going to be riding the buses? I mean, that was just so bad. And those are things when it's doing, then the Unity Party seem to get at them. So you expect them to fold their hand and don't get at them? No. The only thing I would do, what belong to the people, the government should provide the means for the people. That is my major concern. But when it comes to you getting, I defend myself, of course. Like Fatima, she was bullied by this girl. But again, the level she went with her, for me, that was just bad. She shouldn't have gone that level with her. And that I would tell her. That I told her that it was just decent, because when you are held at a certain extent, you have to keep yourself to that level. You don't go down into people that are down there. You don't approach it in a manner. I think that was all, but again, yeah.
Thank you very much, Keto. While Keto, he brought his stuff, and then that how it escaped. And this is what the problem is. You talk, people listen to you, time for them to talk, then you go. Okay. You went for consultation?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he went for a consultation because I think we still our people living and dying. They're not beating them. They're not killing them.
Look who talking.
You see, we're
just
talking.
Throw a bomb and run away. You don't throw a bomb and just run away. You throw a bomb and run away. Then you.
Dr. Mali, let's get a final word before we go.
Well, I will continue to reiterate that Liberia has, for the first time, a very responsible and mature government.
That a very man who was supporting Jowia before. Now he know the difference.
What being supported Jowia?
In our no.
Yeah.
I just fair and balanced and objective.
Exactly.
Okay? And maturity depends on your deliverables. In some country, when you booing at the president, you are runner up and you are giving a very good security treatment. And when you leave from there, you never boo at the president anymore. So
you gotta talk to the doctor.
But because we have government, Excellency gave in return peace for insult. Those are some of the traits of mature government. Smile in place of anger. Hold your utterances in place of instead of giving command. Shepherding the people instead of telling them, go and find your own path. You see? So we see mature government running. And lastly, like the Queen said, for every action, there is an equal proportional action, right? So there are some situations, sometimes, we are human beings, we come up. There's something happening, something always happens before something happens, you see? But a mature government, like Keto is saying, the president should come out and make an announcement. Look, a mature government focus on very important thing to make very important announcement on a very strategic issue. This is not strategic issue. The issue require talking behind closed doors. And moreover, in a mature government, those who are higher, they apologize when they identify their error. Those are some of the cardinal rules of a mature government. Right? We are human beings. We have our pride.
Is he also he already passed out?
For me, I'm writing. I'm writing some here.
You recording me now? That's great.
No, I'm writing. I'm not recording you.
Yeah. So what we see here, I think it is a learning time now for the CDC to really learn from a mature government, send the planning to come back in 2029. Yes.
Okay. Well, folks, that does it.
And one thing I wanted to say, can I say the media ain't doing well? Your men are open a station, Akara's great, and where you call it, man, the 300, it be dancing. They on
Yeah.
a talk show.
And this is where the problem is. And sometimes when people talk it and they say, you know, like it, you as a government, there was no fallback position for they never created a fallback position. In fact, Freedom FM was pushing their line. And that's a dangerous thing to do among media or people that are being there for you when you turn your back. And the thing they created instead, they go sit down with Stanton and talk to them any kind of way. So they are completely disabled. They can't stand on their own. And nobody is able to take that lead if George Weah can't do it. And that's why sometimes people ask the question, without George Weah, who next for CDC? For United Party, it's okay because they have a certain vice president. But if George Weah right now say, for whatever reason, I decided not to contest, there's going to be a chaos because CDC as an institution did not create a fallback position. They were just looking at one way, oh, we're going to get it. They didn't create a room to say, if we don't get it, what is the next strategy? They didn't do that. And they didn't do President Weah a favor. Everything, they were just like, it's okay.
They were entitled to it.
But Mr. So, who told you that?
That's what you guys said. You're entitled to it.
You put black cloth on your face.
Who told you that, Mr. So?
What is
who
the
told you that CDC
no.
don't have
Who
who told you that CDC don't have a plan?
No, they don't have. They don't have. When last you went to convention?
In your mind, CDC don't have.
No,
in your mind, CDC don't have.
Convention,
but you know, we'll come back on the show again.
President.
We'll come back on the show again. Just how you people were running up
favor.
and down.
Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Because and maybe I have to talk to Prince. I want to have a conversation with the chairman of CDC.
That would be awesome. Yes, that would be awesome. We can make that happen.
For him, I don't want to lie. I never reached out to him, but in the past we did that, and it don't want. But I want to have
one of the things, Mr. So you should understand the time we have our show. This show at the time.
No. I will allot special time for him. I want to have a.
He will definitely appear. He will appear to come.
Okay, this man, I don't know what you want to say. I don't usually do it. But I come and put you on the spot right away. So saying he the CDC, I don't know, Washington DC chairperson, Prince, Mr. Sharif.
Yeah, Mr. So we will conclude too. Yeah, but thank you for giving me the.
No, you buy your own. There's also made you their propaganda director. I think that
talking machine.
But on a serious note, I think you just got position, right? As I think Washington Europe chair or what? Something.
Yes, I'm the chairman of the DMV chapter. That comprises of Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. So I'm the chairman. I was elected.
Okay, I'm gonna hold on now. Wait, I will give you 30 seconds. I don't usually do it, but we gotta make a deal. Deal or no deal. Can you have an arrangement in place? I want to have a conversation with the CDC, the party chairman.
Definitely, yeah, we can do that. We can do that. You know, the CDC is a party that believes in giving people an opportunity, and we are very free to expressing ourselves. We have never run away from the media, as member of the Unity Party always do, and we are open to provide the information to our people. So when that opportunity is given, we'll reach out to the party hierarchy, and I can assure you
let him know. Even now, Dave, I will now go to work. Let him make it own time, and then we'll work on it. Because Keta will not reach my message. Now I'm reaching my message to a newly elected leader. So I believe it's falling on filter. So go ahead, 30 seconds.
But I think Keta is also, close to that authority to also do that. But if you prefer to, pass it through us, fine. But he is also close to that authority. But not besides the issue here. I'm listening to all of the panelists, especially those who have some level of soft spot for the Unity Party. And what even baffled me and even more surprising is that these people are looking at the reality and trying to sweep it under the carpet. Someone said this is a mature government. Oh, a mature government, almost $100 million can get missing from the Ministry of Finance without any document as stated by the GAC. That is a mature government. Oh, a mature government can be able to look at the rule of law and disrespect it by illegally trying to remove the speaker. Even when the international community, to be specific, the ECOWAS went to Liberia on 3 different occasions to tell the government that your proceeding is wrong, and they ignore it and decide to do what they want to do. Oh, that's a mature government. Oh, it's a mature government.
Prince, good night.
The NCC report that we just came.
All right.
Hello?
Good night.
No, I think
They decided to move Kofa and corner with them.
See what's going on. See what's going on.
Tell us that this government is a mature government. We have not heard anything from the government to either debunk it or to ensure that this guy gets justice. You see, there's a mature government, when you kill our people in jail and nobody can account. So you see, there's a mature government, right? You want us to believe that there's a mature government.
We are killing the people in the street. I want to fight.
Baba.
Oh my God.
That's how CDC operates. CDC is, I don't know. That's how they operate.
Your own, Mr. So you independent. Your own, you independent.
All right, guys, thank you so much. You know, we gotta give them a chance, because if we don't allow these people to speak their mind, it would be more dangerous. Because when they go with it, you don't know what they're going to do. No, so we allow them to spill all out. So, you know, that way out of their chairs and they feel free and live with it too.
I think he's already independent. He said those people.
See today, how many stations have they closed down since they got making the power? When they got sent real men. See what they're doing there, cursing the president all day. Nobody closing them down. In fact, they're giving them more opportunity, they're giving them more radio station every day.
Keto, tell them if they get money, let them come. So we'll provide them some real strategic consultancy. All right, and I'm going to do this now.
The chairman coming.
It's going to be my prediction. We're pressing approximately, from all what we see, approximately comes 2029. We might have new voter going to be, we might have up to 2 million voters. If you manage to get 1.19, you win the election. But you got to be very strategic to go where you go. I'm not going to say an idea. You're taking notes, so you get to them, then you tell them, say, getting money, I get past the You want it, can't pay for it, we'll give it to you. All right, guys, thank you so much.
CEO, I just sorry now. Maybe we can't get Prince to talk to, but Prince is having he had a lot of missteps here. He forgot to know that Liberia is a sovereign state. We are not subject to ECOWAS details and mandates. All right, we are a sovereign state. ECOWAS can only suggest. Suggest we are a sovereign state with a mature leadership. You can kind of get
Dr. Mali,
no, you know what? Somebody told me
whenever told you guys that to pay the late Doe's wife. Did you guys do it?
So up to now, you
to pay Kabila Jana. Did you guys pay Kabila Jana?
Jesus Paka pay her?
Jesus Paka gave them money.
Jesus Paka not pay her?
Yes, gave her some money. Gave the family some money.
Kabila Jana the money, he pay him too?
Who will pay when I pay like Joseph Paka will pay?
People lazy. Listen,
Y'all leaving it for all the debt y'all left behind. Just a Baka is paying it.
they say me the woman pay.
Y'all have a pleasant.
And you're advocating for Fina then to take the money. Y'all
Okay,
take your money, y'all going with
I
it.
will call you. I will call you around 1 o'clock. So you can talk.
You're gonna even rent a place
Pato,
now.
I will call you so we can talk politics. Don't worry. 1 o'clock I will call you so we can talk politics.
Yeah, bye-bye.
I will let my husband discipline you. Don't try it. Okay.
Don't come bring our network down here, bye-bye. Okay. Well, folks, that does it this evening. We want to thank you all for your time you share with us here on LPR, your company, your tweets, your comments, and those of you who call. We do appreciate your participation. So this is what we want to do. We want to announce here the homegoings of the late Isaac K. Samansonian right here in the ocean state of Rhode Island will be taking place on December 6th right here in Providence. A funeral and followed by interment. Liberia Public Radio is being hired to cover the ceremony, and so we'll be at. I'm not sure, folks. I'm not going to be behind this microphone this Friday, by God's willing. We will be attending to other community initiative. I will be in Des Moines, Iowa, by the grace of God, to honor some community service. This is what we do, and this is what we love doing. We also have to keep the community connected. Our prayers and thought goes out to the bereaved family and almost similar to that we are going for in Des Moines, Iowa. Tomorrow, Nancy Carr will be laid to rest, and we will be bringing you live happenings. The family both here in the USA, Liberia, Europe, and other parts of the world will glue to Liberia Public Radio to see the homegoings of Mother Nesewa and that of Isaac Salmons. Our prayers and thought goes out to them. That does it. I am Afonso Zienso. But this is what you get when people are not orientated, when people do not put those who have the capacity, give them the tools to work with. And security personnel want to turn to be journalists, to be accredited journalists when he or she is not accredited. And then you go to foreign land, you learn a hardcore lesson. So, supposedly that is the officer of the Liberia National Police in this big meeting. Where are the accredited reporters that travel with the police commissioner? Or where are the reporters from the state corporations or other media institutions, perhaps to get a first-hand information based on what was happening there? Nothing. We hope this is going to be a lesson learned from our officials, that they will give responsibilities to those to whom it is due. It is embarrassing. It is unacceptable to see a police officer who has gone on a conference to turn to a cameraman as if Darius Dillon and Yomdi Kanga Lawrence, the pro tem, going out, and to have a senator to be like a cameraman. These people, they have staffers. They have staffers. Some of their officers more than 10, 15. This is a very important security meeting. A reporter from a state corporation should have accompanied, or one of the independent news outlets. Not the police. Is he going to take a picture? You could possibly be treated differently because that's a complete invasion. They don't know whether it is a camera, whether it is explosive, or whether it's some sort of a device that have the capacity to blow up people. You could even be brought down in different form because that's a complete invasion. They don't know your intention, moving or trying to invade the presider of the meeting. We don't know what's going to be the outcome. But that's what happens if people are not doing their job or putting wrong people in wrong places. Was there any orientation where people brief what to do, not to do, the do and don'ts as going for such an important meeting? I hope Mangulo will have a time to speak to this here. But this is unacceptable and it is embarrassing. Until then, folks, we want to thank you so much for your time this evening. By God's willing, same time, same station, we'll be here for more programs. Have a pleasant weekend. We'll see you. Bye-bye.